Since iOS 15 and all of the new privacy changes that Apple have been making, it's no secret that running profitable Facebook ads has become more challenging. Lots of people right now are experiencing higher advertising costs, which means that they're paying more to acquire a new client on Facebook ads. So the big question is, does this mean that Facebook ads are now dead? Well, it largely depends on how you're using Facebook ads. And just to clarify, when I say Facebook ads, I also include Instagram because it's still part of the same company. So in this video, let me go through what some of those older Facebook ad strategies were that are now no longer as effective as they used to be, and what you can do instead if you want to get the maximum ROI for your Facebook ads. So the old Facebook ad strategy that is no longer working as effectively as it used to is the Facebook conversion objective. Now, this is where you would have a pixel on your different landing pages, and when someone visits a specific landing page, you would tell Facebook that this was a conversion. But today, because of iOS 15, tracking those kind of conversions is no longer as accurate as they used to be. And this means if you're using the Facebook ads conversion objective, it might not track all the conversions that you're actually getting. And this is a problem because Facebook looks at your conversions in order to determine who is interested in what you do, and in order to determine what kind of people it should show your ads to in the future. So if you're not giving Facebook all of your Facebook ad conversions, they're not going to show your ads to the right and relevant people that are likely to convert. So what is the solution? Either A, you could use the Facebook conversion objective with the Facebook conversions API. So this would be a direct connection between maybe your CRM and Facebook, so that Facebook knows whenever you get a conversion. Or option B, which is easier, you could just use the Facebook lead generation objective, which will allow you to have a form that is pre-filled with the user's information, and they fill in that form in order for you to generate a lead. The second old Facebook ad strategy is to get quick sales or quick conversions when you're running Facebook ads. Now, in the olden days of Facebook ads, and this is just going back a few years, you could generate clients relatively quickly within 2 to 4 weeks of running Facebook ads, which means that you would get a quick ROI, and then you could reinvest some of that profit back into Facebook ads. So every month you could be winning new clients from your Facebook ad campaign. However, what has changed right now is that with Facebook ads, people are a lot more skeptical. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this does not mean that your leads will not convert. What it means is that your leads require more time before they convert, or in other words, you need to build up more trust and more of a relationship with your leads before they actually convert. Now, this is a good and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because your leads will most likely take longer to convert, but it's a good thing because if your competitors are generating leads on Facebook ads and they are not getting any conversions within, let's say, a month, chances are they are going to stop running Facebook ads. And what a lot of people also do is once they generate leads, they do not follow up with those leads for longer than a month or two, which means that all of those leads that they've paid for and that they've generated, they're no longer going to be followed up with, and they're very unlikely to convert if that's what your competitor is doing. Whereas with you, if you have a long-term mindset and a long-term strategy where you are following up with leads for the long term, not the short term, you'll be able to get a lot of those conversions that your competitors haven't got, simply because you are the one that's following up with your leads and you are the one building trust with your leads until they convert. So with your Facebook ads, now more than ever, you need to make sure that you have a long-term strategy with the leads that you generate. And again, this isn't just for Facebook ads, but this is for every single marketing channel that you're using in your business. And if you're curious about how to create a long-term strategy that generates leads, appointments, and clients predictably every single month in your business, then check out the free training I recorded at salesappointmentsmasterclass.com. Now, the third old Facebook ad strategy is focusing on detailed targeting. And in the past, to run successful Facebook ads, you would need to really drill down with exactly the type of person you want to target. But today, Facebook's algorithm works best when you just point it in the general direction of your audience and then let their algorithm find the best people for your ads. But remember, they can only do this if you have a broad audience. If your audience is too small and it's too targeted, they're not going to auto-optimize your ad for you because they will run out of new people that they can show your ad to. So in general, as long as you point Facebook to the right direction, having a broader audience is better than having a very small, super detailed, targeted audience. The next old Facebook ad strategy is focusing on completely irrelevant metrics to growing your business. And in the past, and even today, a lot of people are focused on creating Facebook ads that are just focusing on getting things like brand awareness, engagement, or video views. And unless you're a big brand like Coca-Cola or Starbucks or some sort of big brand like that, then running ads that are focused on getting brand awareness or engagement are not really going to do a lot to your bottom line. And most likely you're going to end up wasting a lot of your money when you're running ads of this type. So instead, you need to focus on Facebook ads that are actually geared towards generating leads, appointments, and clients. Now, some people will argue that if you have a Facebook ad campaign focusing on brand awareness and engagement, those will lead to conversions in the long term. But what I'm saying instead is that you can still get the brand awareness and you can still get the engagement. But instead of making those things, those metrics the priority, it would be better instead to make the goal of generating leads, appointments, and clients the priority. And then as a secondary bonus, you can also get the engagement and the brand awareness that comes with the ads. And then the final old strategy is using Facebook ads on its own. And in the past, a lot of people would rely 100% on Facebook ads in order to get more clients for their business. But this is a problem because if you put all of your eggs into one basket and then that channel stops working as well as it used to, or something changes, you've now got no other way of generating more business. So instead, I recommend having more than one channel which allows you to generate leads. And on top of that, Facebook ads isn't necessarily the most profitable channel, because even if you're making a good return on your investment, you're still paying for ads, which means you still have to spend money to acquire a client. Whereas if you compare Facebook ads to another marketing channel, which doesn't require you to invest any money or only maybe very little money, and you can still win the same amount of clients, if not more clients, that other channel is obviously going to be a lot more profitable. And I highly recommend watching this video here if you want to learn what are the top 3 low-cost or free marketing channels that will allow you to generate leads, appointments, and clients profitably for your business.